Welcome back to Gold Derby. I'm Christopher Rosen. I'm so pleased to be joined by Ken Watanabe, who plays Detective Katagiri on the HBO Max series Tokyo Vice. Ken, I love the show. Congratulations on the performance. I guess just briefly at the top here, when you were approached to star in the show, what were your initial thoughts about the series and the character?
6 years ago, I played King and I on Broadway, and director Badred Shah introduced the JT Rogers, and then he said about I had a great project or some great story or something, but I couldn't focus to the other kind of project. Then okay, I got it. It's just after that I wanted to hear about some projects. Then 2 years later or something, and then same production on the East End in London. Then I heard about the whole story, and then character, and then storytelling, everything, and then gang versus cops is a little boring story, but it's one of the other perspective of American journalists looking at the Japanese dark side of a situation or society. It's very interesting. And then both of way the executive producer or actors. Okay, I tried the both. Yeah.
Nice. So with that, you mentioned like how it's, cops and Yakuza and stuff. With this, and it's based obviously on a fact-based book and by Jake Adelstein. Do you talk to people? Like, what was your research process like, I guess, beyond just the book? Do you talk to cops? Are you trying to get a sense of what that feels like to be in that role, or how do you kind of figure it out?
I didn't research a character, but society situation of 1990 is a very interesting era. And then after the bubble economy or something, and the really economy down, and then it's almost of a change of society from analog to digital. Yeah. Then we had anti-gangs law start to the society from the government. Then completely need to change of that gang style or something. Then, and I also organized our dialogue, Japanese dialogue, and then check of the script whole thing in Japanese. Then after that, during the shooting, I met the real Jake, and I asked to the how make the relationship to the cop and Jake and blah, 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 everything. Then maybe 2 days. It's a lot of story I heard about that. Then it's really good sample, the example of that's build up the character.
Yeah. What did you make of their relationship? Obviously Jake is played by Ansel Elgort, and he has the him and Katagiri have this. It's like a parental feels at times. Obviously, the way Jake has issues with his father, I found all that really compelling. And yeah, I guess what did you make of it? Even I guess what did you make of it? Both speaking to Jake about it, and then just from what it was in the scripts.
Yeah, and then I don't need to all of following the truth character. Then on the script, and then I need to keep the distance at first. Just what are you doing? What do you want? Then in an American journalist, in the young American journalist or something. Then step by step and episode by episode and the sequence by sequence, we could a little closer to the distance.
Mm-hmm.
As a teacher, as a father, as a brother, or some kind of that's, and then it's very interesting. Yeah, for me.
Yeah, I love it so much. I love Katagiri as a character too, because I feel like he's so tough to pin down, right? Like he's like, you know, like he's like a very moral police officer, obviously, and like kind of like operates in that capacity. He's obviously got a great family and that he loves, but then like little things like the car he drives, I was just like, why? Like I just found that, so he has this like cool sports car. It's very flashy, totally like incongruous to what he is like seemingly in real life. So what did you make of all those like kind of complexities and stuff, and like his car, like all those things? I just found it like such a great, you can't really pin him down, I guess.
なんか片桐を説明するときに、そのすごい複雑というか、いろんな要素があるから、その説明をしづらいと思いますけど、例えば、すごい道徳の方ですけれども、そのすごい派手な車を運転してたり、なんか一言で説明するの難しいキャラクターですけれども、片桐について説明してください。
Yeah, he's like a lone wolf. Yeah, and then it's a very fashionable red sports car or something. Then he tried to action the whole time is lonely. Yeah. Then, but he has justice or something in the base. Yeah. And then yeah, it's my favorite sequence scene is the middle episode 6. You know, just we talk about parking lot at night, Jake and Katagiri, and then Jake is feeling down because of the banker. Sugita died because of him fault, and Katagiri comfort Jake. The scene ends. The camera looking at the two from the back, behind. It's a back shot. It's a very good scene. And then we took 3 times of shooting or something, filming. Then finally, Jake tried to hug Katagiri's shoulder, but Katagiri shake him off, saying "cut it out" or something. The two of them laughing. It's a very good scene.
It's really good.
Yeah, because of this, end of episode 6, their falling out stood out much more. You know, just very clear of you know, that's storytelling. It's a big peak of that to
relationship.
Yeah, to a relationship or something. Yeah.
For sure. You mentioned the filmmaking. I love all of it in the show. Obviously, Michael Mann directed the pilot. Just an incredible filmmaker. You've gotten to work with so many great directors. Honestly, like what about Michael Mann stood out, I guess?
Yeah, he is the so not doing like consistent. Yeah, he is really consistent thinking about that whole crew, you know, prop and location hunting, and then set design and a wardrobe and hair make, everything. Yeah. And then it's all of crew said about it's so tough work in their life. Yeah, toughest. But all of people enjoying about the working with Michael. Yeah, I also.
Yeah, he's awesome. You obviously work with Christopher Nolan too, I know, and I know Christopher Nolan is such a fan of Michael Mann. I dare ask you to compare them, but like, did you notice similarities? I guess
Chris Nolan is kind of like a mad scientist. Yeah, it's so crazy, but I love that. Yeah. It's just his imagine. I need to see his brain inside of a brain. Yeah.
Do you have, so you mentioned like the way this show ends. I like the finale of this season was incredible, obviously, and it sets up just a wild season 2, hopefully. Have you, I know it's not renewed yet or whatever, but I mean, are you thinking about like where the character could go? And certainly like all the relationships and category with Jake, certainly I think will have like a lot of repercussions, but it was the way it closes out, I think is so cool. I mean, what are your hopes, I guess, if it comes back around for a season 2?
When I read the script of the end of the episode 8 or something, is this end of a season? Yeah, just we need to talk about the next one or something. Yeah, definitely. And then I talked about with JT Rogers, and then it's the next season start or something with a category blah, 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 blah. But it's kind of like a casual talking, but we definitely need to show up that next.
Yeah, as a viewer, I was like, oh man, I couldn't believe it was just, I was like, this is it. I gotta wait now and see what happens. Come on, it's so good. I guess for you, like last thing here before we wrap up, and thank you so much for your time. But like, what was your biggest surprise, I guess, or like doing a series like this and stuff? Did that surprise you at all, or anything about this, like kind of like that you were like unexpected? Because I think it's like I said, it's an incredible show and the filmmaking is so cool. But yeah, for you, anything that you were like, oh, I didn't expect that to happen, or end up like that.
このドラマをやって一番の驚きとかサプライズとかもし何かあれば。
It's mean about season series is surprise. Need to surprise. Just more lot of storytelling to expression about this, lot of characters, something. Then just I'm thinking about that's TV show or series need to the surprise more and more. Then it's J.J. Rogers has a great ideas and then a great feeling of expression about the storytelling or something. Then yeah, I love that series storytelling. It's more complicated, and then some kind of confusing, and then surprise and something. Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, and you get to play the character a lot longer too, than like a movie too, right? Which has got to be fun for you as well. Sorry. But Ken Watanabe, we're gonna wrap up here. Detective category on the HBO Max series Toyko Vice. Fingers crossed for season 2, because like I said, it's gotta come back. Thank you. This is great. Thank you. Bye.